Welcome back to Life to the Max. Just say the words, USA against Russia in hockey. All kinds of images come back to 1980. Well, the U.S. played Russia again this winter, only this time the setting was a bit different. Alexandria, Minnesota. Dan Williamson has more.
With a statue in St. Paul and a street in St. Cloud, the legacy of Herb Brooks lives on, both on and off the rinks around the United States. And on a Monday night in December, the late hockey coach was on the minds of many in central Minnesota.
It's kind of fun anytime you can sit around and think of the memories of Herb and you know what type of person, what type of coach he was. They're good memories.
With the youth programs, the boys and girls high school programs, and the Junior A franchise, the Runestone Community Center in Alexandria has hosted a lot of hockey games. But never before has this arena or this city hosted a hockey game quite like this one. Over 3 decades since Herb Brooks led a U.S. team made up of many Minnesotans over the dominant Soviet Union in the Miracle on Ice at the 1980 Olympics in Lake Placid, New York, the Russians returned to American soil and American ice.
I would think they're pretty good sports about it. Probably for them, they probably remember all the other gold medals that they won.
This squad is an all-star team from Russia's MHL Junior League, as they scheduled exhibition battles with 6 American universities and 2 American junior teams, including the Alexandria Blizzard of the North American Hockey League.
I was fortunate enough to go over to Russia for 4 weeks about 5 years ago, and they have such a proud tradition in the game of hockey, and they take their hockey real serious, and it's a great learning experience for me, and you can see it with the team here when they practice or when they're around, they're training. They take hockey pretty serious.
They got the KHL, which is kind of like the NHL. Then they have an in-between league that's kind of like the AHL, like their farm system. And then they have a junior league, you know, kind of like the NAHL and the USHL we have over here. So they got 3 leagues over there, and this is their junior league caliber team. It's a lot of 20, 21-year-olds that are competing, to go to the next step, just like we're doing. We're trying to get, whether it be college or to the AHL or to the NHL, they're doing the same thing.
A few years ago we had the opportunity to play the women's Olympic team, but something as far as an international aspect, it's something that we're very excited about. It's something that this community has never seen up to this point, and more than likely something that they won't see for years to come.
And the community came. A Runestone rink record of 1,166 people watched what was dubbed Alexandria's Miracle Matchup, complete with those famous USA sweaters.
We've got 1 Canadian on the team, so he's kind of the oddball out tonight, but he understands it too, and he's putting on the jersey, and it's a great opportunity for him to play against them too. But I think it puts into perspective that the guys, hey, we're playing a Russia team, and we get to wear the USA jersey, and one-time deal. Some of these guys will never wear a USA jersey, ever again, and a chance to do something like this. So it's pretty special.
It's kind of indescribable. Not a lot of guys get a chance to throw the jersey on, and it's just an honor that we're not going to take for granted tonight.
If we see something we need to change, we're going to change it. Everything's got to be done quick and fast. You know what? Hey, if we're going to make a mistake, let's do it at full speed.
Then there's Blizzard bench boss Doc Del Castello. He knew Herb Brooks.
That's probably the most memorable sporting event in the United States. So I mean, for him to be a part of it, it's fun, and he was the type of coach that the one thing he always did is always gave his players credit for that victory and doing what they did. And as a coach, I mean, of course, he was a great mentor and someone that you really look up to.
With most of the players around the age of 20 years old, they weren't alive for the actual Miracle in 1980, though most have seen the movie from 2004.
Anybody that's played hockey knows Miracle, knows the movie. Young kids now, they know the movie. Someone like myself, we actually lived through it.
Red Stars forward Nikita Feoktistov has played on frozen water on both sides of the pond. In fact, he was once a member of the old Albert Lee Thunder in the NAHL.
I'm kind of proud to be on this team. This is second time this team is built, and I made it 2 times in a row.
And if you're wondering, yes, Feoktistov has also seen the movie.
As for me, I'm Russian. I didn't like it because Russia lost to US, but it's a really good movie. I realized that it's kind of cool that everybody think that Russia against US playing, so it's kind of cool to play against US again.
For these particular players, game time would be the first time, and perhaps both the last time and only time that they would meet. Blizzard forward Thomas Williams grew up in Alexandria and knows that rink about as well as anyone.
I think we're going to have to play a good D-zone, take care of our own zone first and let the offense come.
Jeff Krause knows it too. The Blizzard assistant coach also grew up and played in Alexandria.
I think the big thing is we got to skate. Watch them practice. We can't stand around and be in awe and say, hey, we're playing the Russians. They're a really skilled hockey team. I think we have to be physical too. We got to put on a show for the fans and make sure we do what we got to do to win. Not worry so much about what they're going to do, but make sure we do the things we do to win hockey games.
Much like the original game, the Russians jumped out in front, but unlike 1980, the team in red, white, and blue could not catch them. The Red Stars picked up 3 goals in the first period and 1 in the second period.
Hey boys, listen. Hey, we gotta bear down on pucks, all right?
And while Alexandria would get on the board in the third period and later energize the crowd with a fight, it wasn't enough. And as the seconds trickled down, there would be no mention of a miracle, as the Red Stars won 5-1. Yet on this night, the score was second.
Good game, guys.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the Alexandria Blizzard, I think for the Russian Red Stars, and also for our community. So yeah, rain, snow, or shine, win or lose, we're excited.